I really felt that so many parts of myself, through walking through the initiations, were coming home to God, to Sophia, to my higher self, to my heart, all of the parts of me that I had thought that were lost. I completed the Sophia Code. I remember during that time, any social interaction was very challenging for me personally. I had gone through so many transformations and so many shifts in my life. The moments that I felt confident enough to open to others to what I had been going through really backfired, and it was just like, whoa, okay, I did not feel safe to share a lot with people that I know that I had in my social environment. So that was a whole nother ball game to navigate through, and it's a life journey for me. I remember having a conversation with a friend at the time and talking about the Sophia Code. I was like, I still didn't have words about what the Sophia Code was. I just knew like, whoa, this is so activating. It came into my life. I wanted to share it, but there were so many critical people around me. And I don't know, it was just very vulnerable for me to share as well about the Sophia Code in that way. And I learned to sort of just better not share too much or overshare in very vulnerable situations in my life. I did complete the Sophia Code, as I shared, in a really quick manner of time, and then I was not able to read it at all anymore. Part of it was definitely also like, okay, I normally just read a book once, I watch a movie once, and then I'm done. I'm done with that. The only books that I've read multiple times are the Harry Potter series that are, oh my gosh, absolutely love them. And I've read them multiple times, both in English and German. And those were the only books that I had read more than once. So I thought like, okay, that was a Sophia Code, life-changing. I'll just keep going with my life. And bear in mind, I had just activated the divine genome within me, and there were so many transformations happening in my life, activating my psychic abilities, wanting to learn how to connect with other beings, but also feeling sort of like, okay, how do I do that? Feeling unworthy. Like everything came together. I was working at the time with a couple of different mentors as well. I was just moving from one place to a community. So there were a lot of transformations happening at that time. I remember having the copy of the Sophia Code just with me everywhere I went, because obviously it was a life-changing journey. It really, really deeply resonated with me on every fiber of my being, but I never was able to open the book, not even to sort of use it as an oracle, right? Of like, okay, what's the message for today? Okay, this is the message for today. No, not at all. No. Which is funny, and also what is really funny as well is at that time I was unable to even listen to any video transmission that Kaira was doing, none at all. I do remember in August of 2021, I was then already living in a community of 20 people. I remember August of 2021, the Lionsgate ceremony, and I decided like, okay, maybe this can be something that we as like a community could do together. This could be like an offering of my heart, of me sharing like what I've been working through or what I've been like really resonating with, and like the revelations and all of those things. So I purchased the ticket to that ceremony, and then I invited my beautiful community mates to join, and we were a group, I think, of 5 or 6 people that were listening to that transmission, and it was my first ever live transmission that I had joined, and I was so self-conscious, truly, oh my gosh, so self-conscious. I was like, Kaira was invoking the circle of empowerment. I'm like, oh, what are the others going to think? Oh my gosh. My entire nervous system was like very agitated. But it was a very beautiful ceremony. And even then, I was still not able to actually really fully dive into the Sophia Code for a second time or a third time. I was sharing snippets with other community mates, or like, oh yes, the Sophia Code is really cool, I like it, but nothing like really deep. There was still so much for me to figure out, I guess. This is just a bit of my journey with the Sophia Code, and I just want to share this because, as I shared in the beginning, like we get to inspire one another. And also I just wanted to share some of that journey with you, because oh my gosh, I feel that we just see what is like presented online is a part of a completion cycle. Obviously we're still sort of evolving and journeying through our own human journey, but being seen in this light is sort of, there is a completion that has happened as well, and a certain type of integration. And mostly you don't really see the transformation and the many steps that are taken in order to be here, in order to be seen and to be sharing this message with everyone. And that's also a reason why I just want to share this story with you, because there's so many ways, shapes and forms that we journey through the Sophia Code. Journeying through the Sophia Code is your unique journey with Sophia, your higher self, and the Ascended Masters. No one can take away that journey for you, right? No one could take that journey away for me either. Simultaneously, through having these aha moments, these pinpoints of like, whoa, okay, this might be something that I resonate with, or this is something that she went through that I'm going through as well. I think that can be really alleviating for your own journey, no matter where you are within journeying through the Sophia Code. You are here and you are a courageous soul having this very human experience. And I have found over the years that the Sophia Code has been the anchor of my many initiations and storms. And it's not even about the story of the initiations and the storms. It's not about the story of those specific challenges. It's more about the story of how to navigate through the challenges in a beautiful way and allow all of the parts of myself that are running around in my consciousness, allowing those parts of myself to come back home to me. And those parts that are running around feel overwhelmed, feel challenged, feel like, whoa, shit, what is happening here on this human earth plane? Those are the parts that we are honoring as we are welcoming them back in to our hearts, into our love, right? And I really feel that when we can do this together, there's just a sacredness that happens and occurs when we do this together. Let me know if you have any questions and reflections down below in the comments. I'm really curious to reading them. And if you feel called to dive deeper into your journey with the Sophia Code, maybe it's a new chapter for you in the Sophia Code, then feel free to reach out to me. I offer journeys through the Sophia Code where we can really very consciously move through the sacred text in community, which is so powerful and life-changing. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and all my love.